So FF14 Mobile was cancelled, and I don't have a Switch 2. But what if I told you there was another way to play FF14 on your mobile device or on any tablet device, and the setup is fairly simple? Well, if you're interested, stick around and I'll show you how. That's right, behind me, I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV on max settings on my chosen tablet device, in this case, my mobile phone. And I was actually playing in the middle of the woods, pretty far from my home. You'll just have to trust me on this one. Now, is being in the middle of Central Shroud necessary to play the game? No. But it does hit different. Wait, what is that?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just to show you the extent of where you can play Final Fantasy XIV. Even in a heavy canopied area where service might be dodgy, I was still playing with little interruptions. Now, am I actually running 14 on max settings on my phone's native processors? No, my phone can barely run brain rot content without heating up. The magic here is a technology I just discovered yesterday called game streaming. This method is mainly for my PC enjoyers who saw the Switch 2 girlies having fun playing 14 on handheld and wanted to do the same, but didn't want to purchase a dedicated Potopia machine. That's honestly how I discovered this myself. I almost pulled the trigger on a Switch 2 until I discovered this. And I hear you loud and clear in the back. Well, I've been streaming my games to my brain for years now. Welcome to the modern day, Grandpa. But you know, I'm just a geriatric chudunk with one brain cell left, and I just discovered this technology, and I wanted to share this with my fellow Warriors of Light. Warriors of Light that now can join the Switch 2 gamers that can game in any room they want.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And you have to admit, this is pretty cool. Playing 14 on a device like my phone and the big 26 literally anywhere. This has honestly been the coolest thing I discovered this year, and I'm really excited to play the upcoming expansion Evercold with this remote setup. Doing the MSQ in my bed is going to help me hit new dopamine levels for sure. I can also just see the potential of this technology for the future of gaming, and I will be keeping a close pulse on this from now on. So this means you will still need a dedicated PC and reliable 5G on your tablet device for this to work. But as long as you have all that and a reliable connection, it should work for you. The whole process is a few simple taps and clicks. If I could do it, so can you. Anyways, I've already yapped for long enough. Grab your phone or your tablet, your controller, and let's go! This whole setup requires two applications, Apollo, fork of Sunshine, and Artemis, a fork of Moonlight. Fork just means extension of Apollo and Artemis, and are just a newer / extension version of the original Sunshine / Moonlight for the applications. Apollo will be for your dedicated PC, and Artemis / Moonlight for your Android tablet or iOS device. First, let's go over Apollo. Simply go to Apollo's GitHub page, click on releases on the right hand side, or just click on the link in the description. Click on the download the latest version. For me, it's the version 0.4.6 at the time of the recording. But just look for the green latest title. Scroll down until you find the exe file and download it and save it to somewhere where you know. Run it. Once installed, you'll find Apollo on your taskbar and you can open it from there. It'll open up your web browser. You might get a connection is not private, but just advance and it'll take you to the Apollo login, where you create a login and you could then log in. So this is Apollo's main application portal where all the settings are and where you tweak things. I left most of the settings stock and I don't remember changing them, but there are some neat features you can set up in here, like waking up your PC remotely from sleep, but I found it to be pretty hit or miss. My last brain cell was struggling, so I just left most of the things default. I'll leave you to discover most and figure out all the features yourself. There are other videos on YouTube that will show you how. And if you see this error, which I had initially on the front page, just install this program. So when you connect the mobile controller to your tablet, everything will work. link in the description. Now for Artemis / Moonlight, go to your tablet device. If you're on iOS or Apple device, go to your app store and you want to download an app called Moonlight. Moonlight is just Artemis but an older version. At the time of the recording, Artemis is not out for Apple devices yet. However, they're just the same thing. When Artemis does come out for the iOS, you'll want to update it from Moonlight to Artemis. For Android users, you want to go to the Artemis GitHub page, again link in the description, and download the program to your tablet or your phone and run it. I don't have an Android, so I don't know exactly how it works, but from what I've seen on other YouTube guides, it's not too complicated. I believe in you. Once the Artemis / Moonlight is installed on your device, you want to link your Apollo to it. You want it to be beside your PC for this step. Sometimes your device will automatically detect your PC with Apollo. If not, you'll simply need to search it by entering your computer's local IP address. You can find that by going into the command prompt on your host computer, typing ipconfig, and look for a string of numbers under IPv4 address. I had to do this with my Moonlight setup for my iPhone. For Artemis users, I believe you will need to enter a PIN given to you on your tablet or your phone and enter it on the Apollo's web portal under the PIN section. After that, you're all set. Just make sure you have Apollo running on your PC, then open up Artemis or Moonlight on your tablet or / mobile device. Click on your machine and start streaming. And the best part is, you could stream any game from your PC to your phone. And it's been a good time, to say the least. The performance is really good. In the background you can see me doing some fates in the occult crescent in the middle of the woods again. I had almost no hiccups playing this around my house, and I have brought it outside playing and running off my 5G while waiting around without any issues. There are some caveats playing this in this format. First of all, the screen real estate, as you can see on my phone, is quite small. But we're pro gamers, so we don't even need to see what's going on half the time to play 14. I am going to look into getting a bigger sized tablet in the future to fully enjoy it though. Then there's also going from keyboard and mouse to controller. Took a bit of adapting on my part. There are amazing videos on controller setup for 14, so at the end of the day, it wasn't too bad. And if you've been playing the game for as long as me, you'll quickly get the hang of your rotation and buttons. Lastly, while the connection is good 9 out of 10 times, you could get some random hiccups. So I wouldn't go actively griefing progs, ultimates, or ranked PvP with this setup, but I'm just some random guy on the internet. You do whatever you're comfortable with. The real utility of this for doing your crafting, gathering, MSQs, hunts, fates, dailies, and grinds is simply limitless and astonishing. Well folks, again, I've yapped for too long. I need to wrap this video up before I lose my sanity. Hopefully I made enough sense and everything is working. I'll try to troubleshoot problems in the comments, but no promises. And now, veterans of Final Fantasy XIV, time to skyrocket those rookie playtime numbers into the stratosphere. For the Sprouts, now that you and your friends can play anywhere, you have no excuse not to play the critically acclaimed